All right.
Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Daniel.
And Rex, and it is Rare Whiskey Friday.
It is.
Do you want to do this?
Sure.
Because you did this.
We're going to go through and sample several whiskeys. Sometimes they are large brands. More often than not, they're craft brands without a large distribution. If you should be so lucky as to live in an area where you can get your hands on one of these bottles, you're welcome for the review. And thank you to the magnificent bastards who sent it in.
I've taught you so well.
Do you know how long I've been capable of doing that?
He's not. Look, this is total bullshit. Totally. Like, this dim little peckerwood.
Dim.
It took you how many months? And I know what you do.
Huh.
I know what you do because I will drive by your house at night, as I do.
And you hear me practicing in front of the mirror.
I just slowly look, and then you'll be in the window, just watching, just repeating over and over and over, just mouthing it to yourself until finally you got it right.
I have like cue cards. Someone's sitting in the other chair, like swiping in front of me, and they're like, "No."
What people can't see is the teleprompter.
Behind the screen.
What do we got?
How do you spell potato?
Old 55.
That's an old joke. Okay, this is a gift from patron saints Carmen, Keller, and John Rosenbalm.
Carmen, Keller, and John Rosenbalm. You patron saints of whiskey.
This is why I need to be careful about setting traditions. I'm still having to do this. Okay. So
you went like full on spin. The only thing I do is that.
I know.
Right?
I don't know why I spun the one time.
You know what that's from?
They also sent us another bottle, but
because like in the churches they'll do like the incense is burning.
Oh
they'll
yeah, and they're swinging
They'll swing it around. Yeah.
Smells and bells.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are both single barrel bourbons from Old 55 in Newton, Indiana. An Indiana distillery making their own whiskey.
Which
there's a bunch in Indiana now that are like fighting to take ground back from MGP.
I feel for you, Indiana distilleries, because the moment somebody sees Indiana on that bottle, they're going to assume it's the MGP.
But they own it right on the front, right? Okay, so keep these in order because we're going to pour both of them, and we're going to A/B compare.
Okay.
So here's the other one. The one on your left is on your left.
Yeah, I got it.
Right, and that one you're holding is single barrel bourbon, bottled in bond, and this is just the single barrel bourbon. For anybody who's wondering, the single barrel I have in front of me is batch 16B8A. That's complicated. And then his is 16C3A.
That's a lot of things for...
It has a lot of information, man.
What are very similar whiskeys on the nose.
Did I get these right? Okay, yeah.
Very similar on the nose.
Yeah, there's a little more of the woody note in the bottled in bond.
Very similar. I think we're like 95%.
I don't know that. There's more. Okay, the big first rush of flavors are identical, but the tail end of that nose is totally different on both of these.
So, the one that you prefer more, based on the nose.
Ironically, I'm having the same experience as Silky and wait, I can't see what you're I'm having the same experience as the Silky and the Dark Silk, which is one of them is like charred wood, this one, and one of them has like this fruity ending, this one, and I kind of like the first fruity ending one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And
it's just more thickness, more to grab onto.
And there's a little bit of like a fruit floral lift at the end of the nose. On the other one,
it's like
that oak note kind of takes over.
Yeah. So the first one, it does feel a little bit more desserty rich. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting some more vanilla.
Yeah, I think it really came into its own past that first blush of, I haven't tasted it yet, but I really love that it passed all the first rounds of aging and developed these really nice things, but the wood didn't totally take over yet.
Now I'm going to throw something at you.
Literally?
Yeah. Well, I already did. But
these are both 55?
This one, the specific type of vanilla.
Okay.
I'm going to throw this at you. It has the gleamings, not the full on, but the gleamings of the kind of vanilla you get from a Canadian whiskey on that.
I can see what you mean by that, like the ethanolic vanilla, the metallic vanilla.
A little bit, but it still has this. But it still has this really.
150.
It still has this really rich bourbony character around that. So, it's you very often hear about vanilla in bourbon, but this feels like a little bit more like a Canadian vanilla with all of the other trappings of bourbon around it.
Taste it. It doubles down on that note. That is super vanilla.
Oh, but I really like it though.
Yeah, but it's not flavored. It's
Right.
just one of the more vanilla direction bourbons. Like Old Forester was that we did the other day.
Yeah.
That was cherry.
Yeah.
This is absolutely vanilla cream.
Well, the single barrel was cherry.
yeah. This is absolutely vanilla cream
Yeah.
mixed with
Ooh, I like it. It's the proof is 55,
Something. What
so
is
it's up there.
dude. And the wood notes really balance out the vanilla on this
Mm-hmm.
one, and keep it from being too candied.
Yeah.
Damn, I like that. 55%. Okay, I'm gonna try the bottled and bond now.
And then like
Smells more wood oak.
some caramel shows up on the finish there. Yeah, that's super nice.
Okay, so
You trying this one
the
now?
bottled and bond is more of a typical, less doubled down on the vanilla, but it maintains all the wood note finish that the other one had.
Yeah,
Even on the palate, I prefer
I agree.
the first one.
You know what? It feels like it's the same whiskey minus that rich vanilla we're getting from the first
minus
one.
the mid palate.
And I really like that rich vanilla.
It's got herbal spice up front and then all of the wood tannins on the back.
Yeah. Yeah. I like
This one fills out the middle with
that's
vanilla
the
cream.
one. This-
Like a Cadbury cream egg.
Oh, is this a rare whiskey Friday?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, it was just so good.
Yeah.
Well done, guys.
Yeah, I like
That's
it.
impressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get some new glasses. The next one, I tell you what, we'll also do the other one from Rosenbalm and Carmen, which is this one, a 4-grain corn, wheat, oat, and barley. It's a bourbon,
Okay.
but there's no rye in this.
Yeah.
Corn, wheat, oat, barley. Spirits of French Lick. This is a distillery that started out of a winery. They take it very, very seriously. Their copy is very high on the we care about things, but very low on what's actually in the bottle. Like all the language for caring. But I couldn't really find a lot about the whiskey.
But that's where you went wrong, Daniel. Because what we're looking at right now,
It looks like caring.
pure bottled feeling.
Pure care. This is also Indiana.
Distilled feelings.
Woo! Hey, what do you smell?
Whoa, there's that,
There it
that
is.
pine sappy note.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's that like kilned barrel note.
There's
I'm assuming. There's a little bit of a banana in there too.
you were going to say banana? I was leaning kind of like in the citrus direction.
No, I'm saying overripe banana behind all of the pine notes.
So pine, again, almost kind of like the way pineapple smells.
They're doing a low char,
Oh, and then there's-
toasted staves and heads.
you keep going back aggressively, and you start to get a little bit of a potpourri.
Yeah. They're doing pot still.
I know there's different kinds of potpourri, but I'm talking about like you walk into Pier 1 furniture store, they got potpourri everywhere.
Yeah. Here's the thing, they're also doing brandy, because, of course, winery, and botanical spirits. This smells to me like a bourbon that's headed towards brandy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're like a little bit of like a dark fruitiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. Yeah, it's none of the pine in the taste. It's all of the fruity notes and then watery.
I think we were so
Like a light
aggressively,
finish.
and there's again like a tannin, oaky, dry finish.
Dry, but
Yeah.
not wood. Just
Right.
like dry.
Tannin. I think we may have so aggressively nosed that at the beginning that we became numb to that pine note, because by the time I got into the taste, it's barely there. But
There
it
it
was
is.
the first thing.
Spread it around. It comes back. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not really a fan. I would love to compare that to a brandy, actually.
Yeah, it's not again. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not for me.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit of like a moment of brown sugar, and then there's
It's
some
really
cherry,
lingering.
some cherry on the finish.
I'm in the mist. That was not a good idea to spread it all over, because the tannins in that are really holding on for dear life. Now we're going to do this is also a gift from the magnificent bastard John Clark.
John Clark, you magnificent.
Bastard!
So this is black draft bourbon. Can't find the edge. It's really hard to see. There we go.
Just proud of you for bringing a knife.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Do we ever know where our knife thief went?
No, I don't know where the baby knife went to.
Well, I mean, hold on. That one?
The little baby. Did you take
I
it?
got that one.
Oh man, that was my favorite one. Is it on your desk? Like you
No.
put it in your pocket or something?
No.
Bastard.
But there were other knives.
No, there's like 8 in my office, but I want that baby knife back. It was perfect for in here.
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay, this is Black Draft Bourbon, single barrel, bottled specifically for Valley Wine and Spirits. All we know about it is they spent 2 years waiting on this one specifically.
Like a heavy, dense tea oil, is that a thing?
This is super tea and then oil and leaves and
Yeah.
like fall foliage.
Is this is the type of saturated density of flavors that I would typically expect from a pot still, but you said this is a bourbon, which is rarely done on a pot still. What was the proof then? It's it's like 96 proof, 48%. I'm not expecting a tremendous amount of sweetness from this taste. This is striking me as kind of a dry nose.
Yeah, so they're in West Virginia, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Yeah.
Just west of Baltimore, Maryland.
Now hold on.
I really like that taste.
Oh.
I didn't like the nose.
I didn't like the
I gotta
nose.
be honest.
The nose was a little dry for me. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
this is going to be like super woody and tannin and maybe
No,
bitter.
all the sweetnesses and the brown sugar, it's all in there in the palate.
You know what I got? Just a first flash of was like a nice walnut.
Ooh, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, and then you get like the tea,
No,
the oiliness.
still don't like the nose.
The tea and the oiliness.
Go back, the nose doesn't change.
No. It sets the bar pretty low. Then when you get in there, it delivers surprisingly nice, at least for our preferences.
Yeah, I like that. A little bit of the black tea and oil. The palate's nice.
If you don't like super sweet bourbons, which,
Yeah.
quite frankly,
We
it's
don't.
kind of hard to find bourbons that don't just crank the sweetness to 11.
Ironically, we really liked the super vanilla bourbon
No,
from
no,
Old
like,
55.
Like I like sweet bourbons, but I'm saying the thing that makes this special is,
There it is.
it's kind of tricky to find a not sweet bourbon, especially when you're talking about the big brands out there. The big brands, they know the palate, they want the sweetness.
Yeah.
It's going to have very often some ice in there. You're going to crank it to a really desserty level.
Yeah.
And this,
Go back. Do you remember your Old 55? Which one was which?
how many whiskeys ago?
That was the very first 2 we did.
Oh,
Look how woody it is. Even the vanilla one we talked about,
yeah.
comparatively. Super char woody. Yeah.
This is
Anyway.
nice. That's a good thing.
Okay, this Friday, a week from today, this is Red Whiskey Friday. A week from today, we start dry week. Final dry week of the year goes from November 13th at roughly noon to November 20th at roughly noon.
Yep. This is the optional break we take with the community from one, content, and two, drinking whiskey. And all of the magnificent bastards that choose to participate in the dry week are doing so just as a check-in, making sure that our whiskey, our shared hobby here, isn't something that's becoming a little bit of an issue, a little bit of a problem. So it's an intentional week, a break off from drinking. And then at the end of that, anybody that successfully completed the dry weeks is going to get a link to the list of whiskey challengers. You can add your name to the hallowed list of whiskey challengers.
That is right.
All right.
I think that's it.
That was pretty damn good. Here's Fighting Stealing.
Fight me and fight for a friend.
You steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink, may you drink with us. There we go. Scott Padilla. You bottle lord.